owls are sitting side by side, with snowy white feathers and big, wide eyes. The moon is big and bright, and the stars shine down from the sky. The owls twitter with excitement, for now it's time to fly. They hop along their branch and prepare to zoom into the night, when all of a sudden they wobble and tumble down with a fright. Confused and dazed, but luckily safe, they pick themselves up off the ground. They look all around, but nothing seems familiar. Then there's a very odd sound. A squeak and a rustle comes from a spot quite close where the owls are stood. They tremble with fear as the sound gets near, not knowing if the creature is good. Then out of the grass comes a long thin tail, a pointy nose and some whiskers. It's only Dormouse collecting some nuts.
"What's wrong, little owls?"
he whispers. "We fell from the sky," the owls replied, "and landed right on our tails."
"Well, fly back home," the Dormouse suggests.
"We don't know how," they wailed.
"You don't know how to fly? Oh, dearie me. Well, it can't be that hard. Let's see. Try doing a hop, a skip, and a jump, and wave your arms about like me. Make sure you get a good run up, and soon you'll be off through the air. But I must dash, little owls. Goodbye."
And the Dormouse vanished into thin air. The owls started to run and to jump and leapt as high as they could. They beat their wings with all their might, but nothing did any good. The owls were sad and tired now too, for flapping about takes its toll, when suddenly out of the ground sprung the disgruntled snout of Mole. For all that jumping and running about the owls had done above ground had caused such an awful din to echo through Mole's mound. So Mole had come to the surface to see what on earth was the matter, and when he arrived he found the owls making the dreadful clatter. Mole poked his head up through the earth. "What are you doing, little owls?" he asked. "And why must you make so much noise overhead as you go thundering past?"
"We're very sorry, Mr. Mole. We didn't mean to be noisy," the owls apologised. "But you see, we fell, and now we're stuck, and we're trying to get back to the skies."
Mole considered the problem, then said, "What you need is a boost. Something to stand on to give you a lift should do the job," he deduced. "Look, there's a stump of a tree over there. Why not give it a try? Whatever you do, just give me some peace. Okay, little owls? Goodbye."
"Thanks, Mr. Mole," said the owls. "That's exactly what we need. Something to stand on to give our lift off enough power and speed."
So they scurried towards the stump, hopped up and got ready to go. They bent their knees and hoped for good speed and gave one almighty throw. But the little owl's legs were just too small to get enough power for takeoff, and they landed once more, flat on the ground. Rumpled and ruffled they tried to shake off. When just then from out of the gloom appeared a snuffly snout, 2 beady eyes and a prickly back, to hear the owls shout. Hedgehog had heard such a rumpus, so she came to see what was to do. When she saw the owls staring mournfully skywards, it gave her enough of a clue. "What's wrong, little owls?" Hedgehog said, and looked with a friendly gaze. "We fell from the sky and we can't get back up. We've tried so many different ways. We've already tried a run-up to help us get some speed, but that didn't work, so we thought a boost might give us the power we need. Nothing has worked. We've tried and tried, but we've really had no luck. Unless you have an idea, please, we're really stuck." The hedgehog pondered thoughtfully, and then, with a little yelp, she said, "I know, I've got it. Try calling for help." The owls looked with amazement. Why hadn't they thought of it before? So they gathered together, raised their heads to the sky, and let their voices soar. To-wit-to-woo, to-wit-to-woo, to-wit-to-woo. For a minute or two, all was silent. Then something swooped down low. First came a snowy white head and wings, and then Mum was saying, "Hello? Where did you get to, little owls? Don't you know you belong in the sky?"
Oh, Mum, we fell and we couldn't get back.
And the little owls started to cry. "It's okay, little owls," Mum cooed as she tucked them under her wing. "Don't you know you can always call me? I'll come help you with anything. Now hop on my back and let's fly home, for Dad is waiting with dinner." The owls hopped on and soon they were off, bathed in the moonlight's glimmer. The night starts to fade, the moon disappears, and the sun is beginning to rise. Now the little owls are tucked up in the tree, glad to be safe in the skies.